Hi, folks. This is Rick Emmett of Triumph.
This is Mark Merrill, also known as Johnny B. Bad.
Hi, this is a best-selling author. I threw the best-selling in there. Best-selling author Dick Wybrow.
I'm Melanie from Second Shooter.
This is Jeff with Second Shooter.
Hey everybody, it's Brian Allen from Bridges of Blaze.
Hey, this is Sammy Lee, drummer of the band Red Rain.
Yo guys, it's Mark McKay.
Hey, this is Frank Fletcher.
Hola amigos, this is Billy Sheehan.
Hey guys, this is John Karabi.
Hi, this is Jim Valance.
What's up everybody, it's Logan from All the Pretty Things.
Hey guys, it's Leva Leone.
This is Nothing from Inside the Trojan Horse.
What's up guys, Cassandra Carson here from Paralandra and the Life Project.
My name's Reggie and you are listening to the Weekly Pour podcast. Thanks so much for joining the most amazing twosome out there.
It's time once again for the Weekly Pour, the show that knows everything about absolutely nothing. Here are your hosts, TBT and Ace.
As they say, as the old folks say, or as the new folks say, better late than pregnant. And here we are, late and not pregnant. Welcome. This is the Weekly Pour Podcast, episode 124. I'm TBT, if you're new here. That guy over there, that's Ace, if you're new here. We are streaming live, Facebook, YouTube. If you're on the tube, jump into the chat. Everybody's there already. Good grief. Kathy's there. Yeah, we appreciate you waiting. Kathy's in. Nat McFick is in. Mrs. TBT. Mama TBT. Do I miss anybody? Some dude named Ace is there. I think I got everybody. Yeah, I got everybody. Do I have to mention Natalie, the moderator?
She was first.
Was she, though? Because here's the dilemma. She shows up, and then she's like, I'm first. And then she leaves. And I found it. And so I called her out and said, you're not first if you leave. But then she showed up again before everybody else. So, I mean, I guess she was technically first and second.
I am not fuzzy for 2 weeks in a row now.
Well, that's because you shaved.
Shaved? What?
Yep. You ever
I'm wearing a
noticed? It's because you trimmed, and before it was always fuzzy. You know, it works that way. I'm still sitting here with a new background, and kind of like it.
Looks great.
I like it. Nothing spectacular, no pictures, just me.
Yes, that's all we need.
Oh,
that's all we need.
Aren't you a sweetheart? Goodness gracious. Yeah, how's your week been?
Busy already.
Well, not already. You've had a week. We haven't been here for a week, so I mean, like the past 7 days.
Oh my gosh!
If you say busy, we're done.
Yeah, hectic.
Okay, that'll work.
I am a hurried, hectic person.
Hurried and hectic.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, if you weren't here last week, you missed out. No one and nothing were here from inside the Trojan Horse.
I didn't even see.
There was nobody there. It was just like it was just you. There was nothing there, and no one was there.
No one. No.
I thought, personally, I think it was a great interview. Tons of information. We probably could have went for 2 hours just with all of the energy and everything that they had to say, because it's a lot. You know, don't forget their EP will be coming out, second EP will be coming out sometime this spring, probably in the next couple months. I'm looking forward to it. I went to the Garage Mahal today because, you know, it was a blistering 63 degrees.
Beautiful.
So I went out and finally took down all of the Thanksgiving decorations. Well, we'll judge.
I thought you were going to say Christmas. So
I did take the Christmas tree down.
Yeah.
It wasn't decorated. It was just one of those light up trees that we've got out in the garage. So I took everything down and it was nice. And as I jammed inside the Trojan Horse while I was in there because, you know, I've got a sound system from heck.
Oh, do you?
Not really. It's just a TV.
Oh, okay.
But I bought a sound bar for it, and it makes it sound really, really good.
We've interviewed a handful of newer acts,
mm-hmm.
We've had Frank Fletcher and Mark McKay who are in the country genre. We've had Second Shooter,
All the Pretty Things, Red Rain.
Right. This band that we just interviewed, Inside the Trojan Horse, I really, really dig their stuff a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. And I don't, not to, I guess I'm not letting the cat out of the bag or anything, but No One is actually older than both of us. And he's been in the music business for a long time. I mean, they both have. They've been
I think actually right around my age.
Well, I was trying to give you a little bit of credit.
Well, I know, but
screw it. Ace was older than everybody, and yeah.
Well, and they've been in bands that
yeah.
They've toured. These aren't newbies to the music industry,
Right.
Nothing has toured with was it Theory of a Dead Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the touring bassist for them for a couple of years.
Yeah, Nat McFoot says it pretty good. She said a lot was said from no one and nothing. Yeah, first time that no one has said a lot. Or was it nothing?
See, and that's why they did this.
Totally.
Just to give you something to talk about and have play on words, for 10 minutes.
Yeah. But it's cool. And their swag's pretty cool too. You get a shirt that looks just like a bunch of sticks. Did I get one? Nope. Sure didn't.
Nice. I can't see it as well here. I have to look down at the monitor, and now I can see it.
At the monitor. That was very technical. Good job.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we'll stick with the monitor. That was good.
There's a red light over my camera right here as well.
Yeah. Excellent. Your teleprompter is over to your left.
Right, but I don't use it.
Oh no. Because this is daggone live. There's nothing red.
Nothing is not here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Damn it. There we go again. Oh, it's like I'm talking to no one. What? Anyway, yeah, unbelievably 60 degrees today. 63, I think it got up to.
Right.
And we're excited because we've been dealing with, 20 and teen and single digit numbers for so long.
Well, it was a perfect day to be driving around working today.
It was a perfect day to be outside, not working.
Well, I know. You have to milk those days as long as you can.
Yeah, they're coming to an end. So
right.
Yeah, but gorgeous. The only problem I had with it is I let my dogs out with me, go out and they it's a nice warm day. And what do? They go out and lay in the shade. No, they went and laid in the shade. And I'm like, you guys are dumb. I'm laying out in the sun, trying to get a tan on the melon, and they're in the shade. And I'm like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it. Oh, well. Moderator Natalie said you sounded fancy since you decided to use the word monitor.
Right. Well, that's what I'm looking at now, the monitor.
Yeah. We're missing somebody.
Who?
Wes.
Wes is not here. I don't believe Shannon is here.
Shannon's not in. Our regulars.
She is busy doing some things.
Yeah.
We had visitors.
Yeah.
And that delayed us a bit, but it was worth it.
Absolutely. Yeah, because you sent me a text and I'm all excited and ready to just, I'm giving you some excuses and telling them to get out of there. It's not like you don't do anything on Tuesday nights. And then you made me feel bad and you're like, it's family. And I was like, oh, because that, as long as you like them, then that's what matters. But if you didn't like them, then I was going to help anyway. Total backfire. If you're watching this, whether it be on the YouTubes or the Facebooks, please jump into the chat. Say hi. I don't really care if you talk a whole lot. Just say hi so we know you're there. And also, since the moderator didn't say anything about it, I'll tell you. Remember to hit that thumbs up, smash it. I'm going to do it because that's what I do. And I can tell you right now, only 4 people have done it. And there's more than that, at least double that currently watching live. Hit the daggone thumbs up. Good grief. That's all you got to do. Steps away from being fired. Baby steps. Tiny steps. I'm talking about Natalie.
I was going to say, not me, I hope.
No, you're safe. You're good. I'm talking about the moderator. What? The moderator.
I'm in the logo.
Oh, yeah. I'm totally going to make one, and I'm going to replace it with, like, Kendrick Lamar. Because, you know what? Still the trendy thing to do.
Right. Right. Like, did you see where, like, 5 or 6 of his songs are in the top 10 or something like that?
No, I don't usually look at that one. Thank you, Kathy, for smashing that thumbs up. Thanks, Nat.
I don't think I looked at it. I heard it the other day. And, I mean, I guess it shouldn't be surprising because it's the Super Bowl, layover effect. But, like people hadn't heard those songs before. But, hey, let's put them back in the top 10.
Well, this is no different than when we have a musician death.
That's true.
You know, Chris Cornell, when he passed, there goes Soundgarden stuff. There goes Hair of the Dog. You know, all kinds of stuff. Prince, Sinead O'Connor, all of them. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
If something happens to us, our numbers are going to go off the charts, blow the roof.
If I died.
Yeah, if we fake it, everybody be like, "Oh man, we should go watch their crap."
Yeah, and then that's all the content you get, the 100 and whatever episodes we've done.
24. Yeah. It's a limited edition, right? 124. Anything less than 200 is limited edition.
Did it. And they're numbered.
Yeah. They may be numbered romantically, Roman numerally, but they're still numbered.
I don't know what the word is for that.
Me neither. English majors, please help. Not you, Natalie, because, moderator. Roman numerically. Oh, smart ass. Can I ban the moderator?
It doesn't mean she's right.
Oh, good call. Good call. Wow, I just got a whole bunch of freaking text messages. Oh.
Well,
it's from Nick she sent me a picture of her t-shirt.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I'm gonna put it up here. Because it's really good. It's really good. Give me a second here. I gotta find it.
I'm waiting.
It's freaking technology. She just let me know that she got a new picture, and she's got a Inside the Trojan Horse t-shirt. And it's a picture of her shirt with nothing on it.
Literally nothing.
Yeah. Boom. There it is.
Which is a blank screen of blackness.
No, that's right there. It's nothing. There's nothing wrong with your screen.
That's just nothing.
This is nothing. The new t-shirt by Net. She graced us with the ability to. Yeah, I kind of like not being able to see us. We might have something going on here, but then we wouldn't be live on the YouTube or the Facebooks. How long can I leave this up before somebody comes? Nobody's going to complain. Good grief. Oh, wait. Make sure you're not picking your nose. I'm taking this down.
Black can get very black.
There.
Kathy.
How much blacker? How much blacker is black? It's very when there's nothing there. That was good.
Yeah, genius marketing.
Yeah, it is. Genius. We should just, genius. Genius. Somebody hearted the chat.
Oh, now I get it. It's a Spinal Tap reference. I forgot.
Oh, okay.
That's a great movie.
Yeah. Good job, Kathy.
I watched that a lot, like 35 years ago. and
I was
I
going to
haven't seen
say,
it.
not so much now, though.
No, I haven't watched it in a long, long time, although I think about it occasionally because it's very funny.
Yeah. Because there's things that are said that you really can't say anymore.
Well, and I was not faking. That's true. I was happy that I understood.
She may have been talking to me, but we just this is how excited we get. We don't get excited.
I was excited. I get enthusiastic.
Were you excited just because you figured it out?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Yes. Because she had to lead me to it like a horse to water.
Or like a squirrel to a nut.
Well, yeah. Anyway, what are we starting with?
Ozzy Osbourne. Very important to know that Ozzy, as everybody knows, the concert is coming up later this year, July 5th, at the Villa Park in Birmingham, United Kingdom, where Ozzy is going to be performing his final gig with Black Sabbath. We've talked about this before, and we talked about all the bands that were going to be there: Lamb of God, Slayer, Metallica, Pantera, Anthrax. The list goes on and on and on.
A lot of bands. A lot of bands.
Ozzy just recently confirmed that he will just be doing, and I don't know what the definition of this is, little bits and pieces with Black Sabbath. So that tells us right there, because we discussed this a couple weeks ago when we, mentioned this whole thing. If he was going to be able to play a full show or whatever. Well, Ozzy answers it and says that he's just going to be doing little bits and pieces.
And what does bits and pieces even mean?
I don't know. Apparently, your dog knows.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, does it mean he's going to be sitting on the stage and sings when he wants, or are they going to have a guest singer and then Ozzy jump in?
See, that's what I was wondering, and I was kind of thinking that they should get Michael Starr from Steel Panther, who I've said numerous times does a great Ozzy Osbourne.
You know who's available that actually was in Black Sabbath? Tony Martin.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to be there, though.
No, but that just occurred to me. That would be pretty cool because he knows the songs, right? He knows all that stuff. I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
He could carry the load.
Yeah. A latest interview, Ozzy spoke and said that he's not planning on doing a set with Black Sabbath, but I am doing little bits and pieces with them. I'm doing what I can where I feel comfortable. Don't forget, 76 years old, and in 2020, he let it out there that he was diagnosed with Parkinson's. And if you didn't see him at the, what was it, where he performed?
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah. Our next story.
Right. He did.
Right.
They did a tribute, right, to Ozzy.
Correct.
Yeah.
Where
he was sitting on
sat on his throne.
Right. Right.
Not the toilet, his throne.
So, to me, that speaks volumes because, he couldn't jump right in on anything there. Sharon, it says in the article that his singing voice is as good as ever.
Mm-hmm.
As good as ever. So, you would think he would have sang a note. Maybe. I don't know. It just makes me wonder.
Yeah.
Because now he's saying bits and pieces where he feels comfortable. But they've got to have somebody up there doing something.
Well, and Ozzy continued by saying, I'm trying to get back on my feet. When you get up in the morning, you just jump out of bed. I have to balance myself, but I'm not dead. I'm still actively doing things. So good. I mean, he's still there mentally.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know,
And, he's got the want to do stuff. It never sounds like Ozzy has, in public anyway, that he's ever given up trying to uh, stand up for one thing, perform live for another. He's still recording,
yeah,
on occasion, and all the stuff he records is good.
exactly. But I mean,
So
that'll lead you right there to say, what's good. Is Ozzy sounding good, or are the studios sounding good?
well, right, we all know you can do all kinds of tricks in the studio, and Sharon's job is to advocate for him and protect him, and that's her job. She's his wife and manager. But I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
She's saying he can sing as good as ever. He's saying I'm going to do bits and pieces where I feel comfortable, whatever that means.
Yep. Speaking of his positivity, for all of his complaining, Ozzy says, "I'm still alive. I may be moaning that I can't walk, but I look down the road and there's people that didn't do half as much as me and didn't make it. So that's good. He's not complaining, but you know who are? Who is?
People trying to buy tickets?
Yeah. What a Ticketmaster.
What is it? Not even every few months. It's every few weeks we hear some story about a big tour or a big show, and people are trying to buy tickets and can't buy tickets. And this is no different.
Yep. The reunion show tickets went back on sale February 14th. Remember, we told you everybody it was going to be a great Valentine's Day gift. And fans were not happy. The concert. So I have not seen anything about the prices, which I guess were pretty high, but many of the people that were logging in, because they log into Ticketmaster, much like you would do here, much like what we did with trying to get Metallica tickets or Sammy Hagar, Creed, or whatever from this previous summer. Many people reported that there were long queue lines, and said by the time they got to the front, there weren't any tickets to get. Ticket prices were apparently a concern as well. These were some posts that were on X. There was a gentleman, a lady, there was a person who was in line, 35,000 people in front of them. No, that may not be that big of a deal. A big venue.
A lot
maybe.
of people.
And by the time he got there, with a 10-minute wait. 10-minute wait. And by the time he got there, there were no tickets. Zero.
So this person waited 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't get a ticket. You saw the one where the tweet or the X said cheapest tickets for Black Sabbath I could find in the pre-sale were over £300 each. Is that euro? 300 euro. And even then, he couldn't add them to the basket. So he's clicking on them, willing to pay 300 euro.
So does it have the little thingy thing? Because if it's the little thingy thing, then it's pounds. That would be 300.
Backwards E.
Okay, I think that's the European something or another. It's the euro.
That's why I said euro.
I thought you said the franc.
I said the Deutschmark. None of them is, because it's all the euro now.
Right. So the Villa Park holds 42,640 people.
46,000.
42,000.
42,000. So 35,000 are in front of me.
Yeah.
And then there's no tickets.
There should be almost 10,000 tickets left. Hashtag math. But
no, there weren't.
No. And here's the other I mean, why? Why weren't they there? Is it because Ticketmaster held them? Is it because of artists? I don't know.
maybe you're holding them back for some other thing.
Yeah.
The Verizon pre-sale gets 10,000 that you set to the side. I don't know, but
Maybe.
It's not unusual these days for Live Nation, Ticketmaster, one of them, it's the same entity, to have an issue just selling you some tickets.
Right.
I mean, and we're in an age of way advanced technology when it comes to computers and internet and all that stuff. And we can't put people in line in a computer and get tickets.
Yeah. By golly.
I think we froze on YouTube.
No, we didn't.
No,
we're still going.
No, we're good.
You froze. Your monitor froze.
My monitor did freeze.
It sucks. I mean, like you said, we hear about this all the time with Ticketmaster, and so many bands have turned around and said, "Yeah, well, we're not going to use Ticketmaster." But the problem is, they end up still having, in a way, to use Ticketmaster.
Right? How are you going to do it?
It's a monopoly.
Was it Pearl Jam years ago? Tried to fight Ticketmaster and say they weren't going to use them, and I just don't think that's sustainable or possible.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're all stuck with it. So I don't know how deep their concern is at Ticketmaster or Live Nation to fix these problems, because they know that we're stuck with it. Yeah, I mean, they're still selling tickets one way or the other.
Yeah, but if I wanted to go, I guarantee I can go get a secondary ticket because it was all popped up by, all these other freaking places.
And maybe that's part of the problem. These bots scooping in and, they're taking all the tickets, and maybe it's messing with the queue. It's messing with the website. Who knows?
I guarantee it.
There's a real good documentary, and I couldn't remember the name of it for the life of me, about these ticket scalpers and how they work. And I mean, they're almost ruthless in how they just don't care how many they buy and how much they sell them for. I mean, they're in there hours, ready for that pre-sale, hours beforehand, and just buy.
Yeah.
And then you and I can't get them for face value.
Oh,
We're paying this price.
But by golly, if we have to sell them, we better not sell them over the price that we paid for them.
Well, and you got to be picky on who you pick to sell them when you scalp them.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's no guarantees for the seller. I learned that trying to sell Metallica tickets.
Right.
And it didn't work out. I ended up paying a $60 courtesy fee because of issues that were happening. So
I think StubHub, Eventbrite, those are the two Ticketmaster alternatives that I can think of. And I don't know why people don't use those. I've used StubHub. I've used
that's reliable. It's still a secondary market, but it's reliable at least.
Right. Eventbrite, there's a company here locally that uses that for the bourbon shows. I think up in Indianapolis or even Bloomington, they use Eventbrite. It's easy. No, Nat, I was not saying that's the wrong hub. I'm talking. Somebody's mind is in the gutter. StubHub, not your hub. I know what she's talking about.
I hadn't even thought about that.
TickPix. Nat
Yeah, I don't want to get banned or something, but that's the one I had trouble with, was TickPix.
Really?
And told them I would never use them again or recommend them. So I'm not recommending TickPix.
Good.
But again, we're talking about secondary markets where we're going to have to pay inflated prices.
No matter what.
No matter what. You pick one. Game Time. Game Time's another one. And they have tons of tickets. But and they'll tell you which ones are cheapest, their best value, the best seats. I mean, it's really user friendly. But yeah, you're going to pay through the nose anyway.
It's interesting. Very interesting.
So yeah, it's not a monopoly. That's how they can claim it's not a monopoly, because there's all these other markets. But those are in a sense illegal markets, because they're ticket scalping.
Well, maybe they're the only one that has the ability, maybe even the bandwidth, whatever, to handle, selling that many tickets for a 42,000 seat venue. I don't know.
I just wish they would get it fixed so that people can use the only proper avenue that we have to buy these tickets, and get the best price, and not have to go to these secondary markets, which do work, and they're very convenient and user friendly and all that great stuff.
Yeah.
But you're paying, a lot of money sometimes.
Except for the one you just crapped on.
Oh yeah, right, right. I didn't crap on them that bad. I could have, but I didn't.
Close enough. I could read between the lines.
Well,
whatever.
They can sue it.
No, they can sue you.
No. We're an LLC conglomerate or whatever. So.
Oh yeah, daggone it. For the first time since 2022, Disturbed has released a new track entitled "I Will Not Break." It was released. It's the most. Let me try that all again. It's the first released new music since 2022, and the band did not disclose whether or not this was a standalone single that's part of a new album, or if it's just a new track on its own. So we don't know. I think I sent that to you recently. I listened to it a couple times, and then again today. It's a good track.
It's good. It's very good. It's nice and heavy. Got the requisite staccato Dave Draymond vocals.
Yeah,
that he likes to do. I think he has to do them. It's required.
Yeah, but, just like Jason Derulo has to say his name before every song.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. In a press release, Disturbed called the track a necessary song about becoming stronger than the forces that constantly try to tear you down. It's a banger. It's not a ballad. It's not slow by any means.
No, and my first thought was they were covering Breaking Benjamin. When I saw that, I'm like, oh, it's covering Breaking Benjamin. But no, it's an original track. And my guess is it's might be a standalone single. I just feel like that's what people are doing.
Yeah.
We write a great song or two or three, and we'll just throw them out there occasionally. And they're big enough that they can just tour off that stuff.
Oh,
they don't have to have a record. They don't have to have a record.
Yeah.
And if they want to play the new track, they can. But if not, hey, we gave you some new music. That discussion about the attention span for new albums, it still resonates sometimes, because do people want? Do they want just tracks? What do they want?
Right.
And it's easier just to write one great song.
Or 5, release an EP and be done.
Right. That's the thing I was talking with when we spoke with Inside the Trojan Horse, was the EP thing. Trying to get out of them what would be your next step. You got this EP coming out, and we didn't really get the answer I was hoping for, but or is this leading to a full-length record or that sort of thing? But when you're an independent label or an independent band, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. There's nobody to tell you anything different.
Right. We wrote 5 great songs. Yeah. There's an EP. Mark McKay.
Perfect.
How many EPs? Yeah. How many EPs does he have? 4?
Yeah, at least.
Right. But it's enough for him to, put together a good concert, and he probably throws some covers in there, and he's got a good show. But the incentive for people to write full-length albums is fading quickly.
Yeah. Very quick. Very quick. I guess the song has been accepted, I guess, for lack of a better term. Fans love it. Dave Draymond was not expecting the song to be as, poignant as it is, but he's very well pleased. Of course he is, because everybody likes it when your stuff's popular. So yeah, that's cool. I'm liking the fact that that they're putting out new music. It'll be good to get a new album from them. Was it?
It would.
2022? So it's been what, 3 years now?
He says in the I think the tweet that he did not realize how poignant and therapeutic the song was.
Right.
And yeah, I don't think therapeutic though when I'm listening to it because it's so heavy.
Yeah, I think vocally, lyrically, it could be therapeutic, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, maybe having that type of release, that anger and that defiant is a therapy or a form of therapy.
Exactly. Before we get deep into the final topic of tonight, I will mention that Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin experience, or I'm sorry, an evening with Led Zeppelin and John Bonham, Jason Bonham. Try that again. His new tour for beginning in May of 2025, they are going to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Physical Graffiti on that tour. This will be the first time that they've actually focused on one album, although there will be other, songs played. There will be a focus on Physical Graffiti, which happens to be Jason Bonham's favorite Led Zeppelin album. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a lot of people's favorite Led Zeppelin album.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is, if you go see them live, and you should because it's a great show. It really is. You're going to get a heavy dose of that record, which is it's a double record, and I think that's I don't know that there's a bad track on
I don't
that.
think so.
There's a lot of people that put double records out, but that just means you wrote a lot of songs sometimes.
Right.
But Physical Graffiti is one of those that, man, every song is so good. So good. I think one of my favorite Zeppelin songs is on there. The Rover is on there. I believe so. Love that song.
Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening has never done a tour that was centered around a specific Led Zeppelin album before. As Bonham, when he's live, they celebrate all things about his father. So they play all kinds of stuff. This new tour that is starting in May starts on, when does it start? May 3rd in Wallingford, Connecticut. That's my favorite state to say.
Connecticut?
Connecticut. Yeah, because that's the way it's spelled. It's spelled weird.
It is.
So Wallingford, Connecticut, May 3rd. And then it looks like they do a lot of Northeast shows. They actually stop in West Virginia. Hope they make it out of there. And then they travel west. Missouri, Oklahoma, Wisconsin. Then back over this way a little bit, Tennessee. And then go south, Mississippi, blah, blah, blah. Texas, Arizona. They round out May in Los Angeles on May 31st. Some of these shows are back to back, and I only see 1 day in between some of those dates. So they're going to be hard trekking for 31 days.
Right, and it's good to see Jason out there doing something after the big health scare he had over the summer with his mother.
Right.
That forced him to leave the Sammy Hagar tour. Sammy said recently that he anticipates at some point playing music with Jason again, which is good. Like there's no issues. It's just
no animosity.
Whatever happened. Whatever happened. But they're gonna, they're still friends and they're still gonna play together at some point, which was nice to hear. And this little tour they're doing for the Led Zeppelin experience, if you get a chance to see them, it's well worth it. Well worth it.
Yeah, I've seen them twice now. And if there was a show tomorrow locally, I would go again. This is just so good. Whether you're a fan of his, you're not going to know anybody else in that band more than likely. But it's the same band he's had. But you're not going to know him. Jason Bonham is just a phenom on the drums. The guitar player.
Who's the singer? The singer's phenomenal.
Oh.
And I don't
look it up
in the article, but he's not a guy that sings like Robert Plant, is my point. But he's got that real. He's got actually a thicker voice than Plant. Plant's a little bit light and airy and very high pitched. But this guy nails all the Zeppelin songs. I don't know that they even tune them down so much. He's just that good.
Yeah.
So
the first time I saw them, the guitar player, I was just mesmerized. Like Jason Bonham's there on his kit playing his drums, and I didn't care. Like I'm just staring off at this guitar player because he's just awesome, and he does Jimmy Page very, very proud.
Right.
He's amazing. First time I'd ever seen that. What's the term? Badass of a Japanese guitar player. Absolutely phenomenal.
I'm looking for the members of this band, but
yeah, I did too, but I couldn't find it, so I moved on.
Well, I'm not as fast on the internet trying to look this stuff up. We need a researcher.
Kind of like hair and makeup,
right?
Or a moderator
that should be looking this stuff up like right now.
Yeah,
but
she's not. She could just throw it in the chat, but she's not. I gotta get rid of something. There, gone. Ha, there we go. Now comes the meat of everything that we've been talking about. Did you find it?
James Dillon.
Yeah. How will you not remember James Dillon?
And Tony Katina.
Hoi.
I think is on lead guitar. Yeah, so that's who you're talking about.
Yes.
Right. So not names. They're not household names, but they're a tight band and they play Zeppelin very authentically.
Did you say Tawny Katane?
No, I did not. But
okay,
she's dead.
I know. Way to bring it down. Here we go again. See what I did there? I got a question for you.
All right. Shoot.
Have you voted?
No, I have not.
You have not voted?
I've got to think.
Okay. You have until April 21st if you want to vote in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction selection process. Your fan vote counts. The top 7 artists selected by the public will comprise a fans ballot that will be tallied along with the other ballots to determine the 2025 inductees. There's a catch, though. I was doing some research, some reading, and found that since the fan vote first started in 2013, there have been over 50 million fan votes cast. That's a lot. 66% of the fan vote ballot have earned induction in the same year. 41 of 62. So it's only...
You're saying it matters?
Not necessarily, because to me, 66% is pretty low.
Okay.
However, 88%, 45 out of 50, eventually earn an induction. It doesn't say whether it's in the first 3, 4, 5 years, but by golly, they get in. So I guess it's good. Does your vote count? I like to think so. And if you've watched, our Tiki Talks, because we're trying to do better, we're trying to post them. We talked about this because I was surprised at the current standing of the vote. I'm going to put something on the screen here.
Yeah, do that because this is so strange to me.
This is as of, I think, 8:45 this morning. So Tuesday, February 25th at 8-ish something this morning. This is the current state of the fan vote. Now we'll go over it because if you're not watching and you're just listening, you're not going to know what I'm doing. So look here. Remember, the top 7 get pushed forward. Like their votes count to go for the final tabulation. I'm going to start at the bottom. Okay. So at the very bottom with only 15,600 votes out of a total 851,665 as of 8 something this morning. Mania is at the very bottom of the list, 15,000 votes. Surprisingly, next to the bottom, the White Stripes with 41,325 votes. I expected them to be higher, personally, but they're not. Oasis.
Right, in the fan vote, I would expect that to be higher.
Yeah. Oasis.
We can get into it in a second.
Oasis is 41,433 votes, so they're not too far ahead of the White Stripes. Joy Division and New Order, which sounds like a computer program or a virus that you get swimming in a hot tub. 42,926. Outcast, Hey Ya, 44,000. We finally break the 50,000 vote threshold for Mariah Carey, who gets 50,632 votes.
Which surprises me. But maybe Christmas has killed her.
People are, okay, yeah. People are, I don't know. Do I dare say? They're tired of her. I don't know. Nick Cannon did this. It's all him. He probably voted 50,000 times. The Black Crowes round out the bottom 7 at 53,763. So as of right now, the Black Crowes will not be pushed forward for the fan vote portion. The next 7 will. At the bottom of that list, again, these are all the next ones are the ones that will get pushed forward to help get them inducted. At the bottom of that list, Chubby Checker with just under 60,000 votes at 59,887, followed by Joe Cocker, Cyndi Lauper, Bad Company, and now the final 3, Soundgarden, as expected, Billy Idol, and sitting at the top of the list with let me put this here. Billy Idol has 81,009 votes as the second person on the vote. 81,000. At number 1 with 135,683 votes out of 851,665 is Fish. It's fish with a PH.
Right. Fish. So who pushed that out? The Fish fan clubs all over the world?
Fish fanatics? The fish sticks?
Stop.
It's the fish sticks. That's what I would call them.
PH.
The fish.
Fish
sticks.
Name a fish song. Name their number 1 hit.
That's easy.
Is it?
No. Because here's what I did. I couldn't think of a Fish song. So I Googled Fish's top songs. And I found one. It may have been called Evolution. Maybe. I clicked it. I wanted to hear it. So I could be like, oh my gosh, yes, now I know who Fish is. I clicked it. I didn't know the song.
Right.
None of it. I fast forwarded a little bit or further clicked, whatever you young'uns call it. Didn't help. I didn't know the song. Nat McVick states that she's given a list of songs: Mushroom Season, Something in a Bottle. Maybe maybe we've uncovered our very first Fish fan. Our first Fish stick.
I remember them being played on the snooty alt radio we have here in the area back in the mid 90s. I remember that. That was kind of the heyday, wasn't it? Like early mid 90s for them, and they just took off that for.
I don't know.
But I don't know. But I don't know. I guess you could say they're deserving because of legacy. I mean, they've been around a very long time, and they are a very big touring group. So to say they're not deserving is different than saying, why are they number one in the fan vote?
Absolutely. Because if they've been nominated, for the most part, those that are nominated usually deserve it. For the most part.
Then again, you look at this list, who would be number one? Billy Idol's doing well, 81,009 votes. But, I mean, who would be? Soundgarden, maybe?
Maybe. Bad Company. I would have thought Bad Company.
Thank goodness that they're finally getting in.
Agreed.
And we complain. You and I complain. Everyone complains about the ballot and who doesn't get in and that and the other. And we can still do that. But the last 3 years, they are doing a lot better about getting rock acts at least nominated.
Pressure.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely. Now this this pressure is moving to the Super Bowl. So you just watch. It's gonna happen. People are wanting the Rock into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. People are now demanding Rock be involved and included in the Super Bowl. I think it'll happen. I think that's what it is. I think it's pressure. Gene Simmons is famous for saying Rock is dead.
All the time.
And it has been for such a long time. In one way or another, depending on how you look at it. It's been dead. It's time to make its comeback.
Well, right, because what you're saying is in the mainstream culture, and the Super Bowl halftime show would be that. Where is Rock? In the Billboard chart, the top 200, the top 100, where is Rock? And that's what you're saying, and I agree. I don't believe Rock is dead for a lot of people,
right?
But a lot of people are getting older. We're the ones sitting around watching Kendrick Lamar and shaking our heads like, what are we watching? Right? But there was a lot of people, I think, that liked that halftime show. A lot of people.
Yeah.
No one I know, but
well, it's like I said, I liked it after I watched it again. Because then I understood it.
Why would you do that? Oh, yeah. You were looking for all the Easter eggs and stuff.
Yeah.
And all the dissing.
Right.
That we spent a lot of time talking about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I'm just surprised Fish is at the top. I think there's a big push from the Fish fans.
Fish sticks.
I think so. I think Billy Idol and Soundgarden and all of that, I think that's organic.
Yes.
That's a grassroots organic effort. Fish feels artificial to me. Artificial Fish. It does.
Okay. Fish sticks. Doing a good job. Fish, you may be well deserving of this. If so, congratulations. We'll check again because we've got till April to keep voting. So that means that I think you can vote every day. I think. I don't know. I'll find out tomorrow because I voted today. I'll try again tomorrow. Yeah. If not, then you need to vote and then screenshot the results.
Okay. And a band like the White Stripes can wait. Oasis can wait. I think the Black Crowes could slide in there and probably should be in there. They've had a long legacy. They are a rock band. Mariah
Carey can not get in.
I don't hate Mariah Carey.
It's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
We let Dolly in, and then she made a rock record.
Yeah, she made a rock record.
So they're doing a good job, though. I mean, we got Chubby Checker, we got Joe Cocker. That's great. Cyndi Lauper's in your top 7. What do you call her? She's very unusual.
Rock and wrestling, time after time.
Oh, I love Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah,
I think I think she's kind of a sleeper in a sense that she's got way more than one hit. You don't always think about that, but like you just mentioned, time after time, True Color, a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. Cyndi Lauper was she was the shiznit. Nat McVick asked for the link to vote, and I'm gonna throw it into the chat.
And another thing about Cyndi Lauper that I find interesting is that she is, especially when she came out, was so gimmicky with the look, right? She had the shaved side of her hair with the squares in it or whatever, and it was a wacky color and all this stuff. But it kind of detracted from the fact that she actually is a very good singer. Like
for her to be included in USA for Africa, she had to have been something.
Well, something, yeah, because she can really sing. I pay more attention to that stuff now as I get older than I used to ever, because it used to be just the nostalgia of watching an old video, like, oh man, I remember how this made me feel. But now I'm older and I'm paying attention more to the nuances of how people actually sing.
Right.
Madonna's one. I used to never pay attention to how she sang. I was looking at image, but she's a very good singer.
Image.
A lot of image.
Yeah. A lot of image.
Just saying.
I got a joke about Madonna.
You always have a joke about something.
All right. So, you ready? I want the chat to make sure they're ready. All right. So, Madonna, a horse, and a gazelle walk into a bar. The bartender looks